Let's get this party started.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Still trying to share out the live stream. That's all. Just putting it on Facebook. I just made a Facebook story about the live stream, which was kind of different. So that took a little bit of time. And yes, that's okay. That's not going to work. How's everybody this wonderful Monday morning? It is now the 19th week 19. So let me change that. And it should be 16, 17, and 18. Did that dish die on me? It sure did. Work with what you got. Work with what you got. 16, 17, and 18. 16, oops. 16, 17, and 18. All right. And that commentary, nope. That summary is from yesterday. I'm starting a new habit, you guys. Putting a quick summary. I'm putting a quick summary in the descriptions. It doesn't take that long, but I put a quick summary in the description for whatever Bible reading that we do that day. And it's kind of like reading your book. Like in school, you had to read the chapters, and then at the end of the chapters, there was a little summary page, like this is what you have just read. So that's what I've been doing, and I'm hoping for people who come in for the first time, they'll read that description, and based on the description, not just the description and the title, but the summary, they'll be like, oh, okay. In this particular reading, she was talking about how Samson ripped open a lion and ate honey from it and got a wife and lost a wife and set the field on fire. So I'm putting in a little summary for every one of those Bible readings as of this week, or maybe a little bit of last week, but that's what I'm doing. And so when I come on live, that same summary is in there from yesterday, so I have to delete it. So I'll have space for it today. But let me say hello to everybody. Early bird in the room, Eva Frazier. Good morning, everyone. Eva Frazier gave out some Red Cross hearts. I call them the Red Cross hearts because they look like the Red Cross. But the little hearts with the cross in it. I love you, Kenya. I love you too, Mama. It's my grandma, not my mama. I hit the like button. Everyone gives a thumbs up. Nicole says, good morning, 40 fam. Bless the like button. Mermaid Stars is in the house. Says, hey. Life of Key, good morning, family. I bless the button. Eva Frazier is like, yeah, wash them hands. You got it. Achoo! And then she gave some love. I wish everyone a blessed day. Hope everyone has a blessed day. For God has given us yet another day to wake up this morning. Amen to that. Amen to that. Nightbot is in the room, giving you guys the link. If you guys want to check out the Facebook fan page, that's what that link is. It does not go to my personal page. It goes to the 40 fan page. And I actually do have some things over there that I'm not going to be putting here. Mostly business related, but still, I have things over there that are not here. So you can check that out through that link. Eva Frazier says, everyone stay safe. Miss Robin from Katahdin Cooking Mama's Homestead says, good morning or morning. Need to get coffee. Be right back. Life of Key says, good morning. Laverne Dorsey says, good morning. Nightbot is asking everybody, what is your favorite part of the chat so far? We have yet to get started, but this might be your favorite part. Who knows? Eva Frazier, I love the countdown. Had a chance to make my morning cup of coffee. Yeah, I've been trying to set it right about 15 minutes. So by the time I actually hit that button and say, okay, YouTube, I want to go live, that gives people 15 minutes to get notifications, maybe share it out, go do whatever they got to do, and then, come sit and listen to the Bible reading. Let's see. Good morning. I'm back at work. Good old Monday morning. Good old Monday morning. Kenya, I sent out an e-gift card. You were the winner. Yeah, but I sent you a message. I was like, pass it on to the next person. Pass it on to the next person, because I mean, I was supporting you just to support you. I wasn't really trying to enter, but I mean, if it's coming my way, I'll accept the blessing. But I was like, give it to the next person. Give it to the next person. I wasn't trying to enter your giveaway. Then I got so many messages from you and realized it was not you. But this morning, an e-gift was sent out to your email address. Maybe we'll work that out. Maybe there's a way I can cancel it or avoid it or something, so I can go to the next person. Yeah, I was trying to. You see, I left you a message because whenever I watch somebody's video, like I'm watching a replay, I leave comments as I'm watching, as if I'm in the live stream. So I might watch the first 3 seconds, and if I see something, I'm gonna comment on it, and then I'll finish watching. And if I see something else, I'll comment on that, and then I keep watching. So I didn't realize I was the winner until I got to the end. I was like, wait, me? No, no, because I was like, oh, somebody didn't respond. Oh, well, congratulations to the next winner. And then I waited to the end, like, oh, she just said my name, did she? uh, I'll check my email afterwards and I'll see what I can do with you to see who could how what I can do to pass it on to the next person. I was not trying to do the giveaway. I was just trying to share it out. I've been now that I got my community tab, I can share people out that way. But I had not really been sharing people out other than a little bit of Facebook. But now I've got the community tab. So in either case, that is everybody. Good morning. Good morning. I think I've caught up with everybody. Let me check my phone because every once in a while the phone will show messages that for some reason this doesn't. And they're both on live chat. Both on live chat. Yes, yes. All right. So let me grab my biblical reference. Today is Monday morning. Like, who just said that? The Wiz back at work Monday. It is Monday. It is Monday morning. It is May 4th, 2020, and the time is now 7:23 a.m. We got 8 people watching. No, we got 9 people watching and 8 likes. I'll take that. I'd prefer a little bit more, but give me what you got. Bless the like button on your way in. I'm going to do a quick recap of yesterday's reading, which was Judges 13, 14, 15. Yes. 13, 14, 15. See, now look. Hold on. Kings. See the book of Kings? I know what I'm going to read about when I read Kings. I'm going to read about some kings. When I read Judges, I'm waiting to see some judges. That's funny. All right, let's see. 13, 14, and 15. Let me start off with a quick screen share for you. Why is my laptop getting so dusty in here? Interesting. Uh-oh. I got signed out? How did I get signed out on my Kindle? 1 minute, you guys. And it logs me out. Your password is incorrect. Uh-oh. Mm-mm-mm. I got so many, I can't keep track of them. See if that's the right one. Uh-oh, we might not be able to do my Kindle today because I can't remember my password. Give me 1 second. It literally logged me out, which I can understand why I would be logged out of my Amazon account, but the Kindle Cloud Reader is just for reading purposes. So why would they log you out of that part? I mean, if somebody gets an access to my books, they're free to read if you want to read my books. Um, oh boy, now we're doing all of my stuff. If I try to attempt to log in, the stuff will be already in there. And so I don't have to like literally type it in. But right now it's making me jump through some hoops. So I guess I better jump. I guess I better jump. I'm trying to jump through these hoops to get to my book. This is what I'm doing in the morning. Take a look. Trying to read my Bible for my Bible reading party, but now I can't get to my book to get started. What? I say, what? I probably can't concentrate because I'm busy rapping. Okay, here we go. So I did do something. Now they're going to send me a code to my phone. Oh, good grief. For your security, we need to authenticate your request. We have sent a one-time password. Okay. What's the password? Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Here we go. Password assistance. Ooh, don't look at my secret code, y'all. Don't look. Gotta put it in here. Did it work? Did it work? Now it's asking me to make another password. Okay, well, at least I got close enough to get where I need to be. Um, don't you ever feel like they ask you to set up a new password and you just threw up the one that you were gonna use anyways? Yeah, that's what I did. And now, success. I can now get into my cloud reader. So here comes the screen share, you guys. I just want to read my book. I just want to read my book. And this is why I really do prefer paper books over Kindle books because as convenient as they are, who wants to get locked out of their book? I mean, oh, here we go. Here is the book. Here is the book. Wait a minute. What is this? Oh, this must be the beginning. I'm like, what? This is not the thing. I don't even know what this is. Stories of the journey. Oh, this is like the little. Let's see. I don't have an email address. It was not you. I just got home. I saw it was not you. So a troll got it. Oh my goodness. Wow, that's messed up. I got so many messages from you and realized it was not you. Oh, but this morning an e-gift was sent out to the e-dress after the live chat. Go check out what's new. Okay, that's the thing. I don't have an email address on you. It was not you. I got home myself. It was not you. The troll got it. You know what? Somebody else. Hold on. Let me get back to the face part so you can see my face. I'm so sorry that happened. I am so sorry. Somebody else said that happened to them. Last week I was in somebody's live stream and somebody else said that happened to them. That is messed up. Why people gotta lie? Why do you have to lie? I mean, are you that desperate? That I mean, here's the thing, and I know this ain't part of the Bible reading party. I'm just reading my message from my friend here. She just got 6,000 subscribers, so woo! She just got 6,000 subscribers, and she was doing a giveaway for it, just so you guys can be included in the conversation. She was doing a giveaway, like what was it, a $25 gift card or something like that, to celebrate reaching 6,000 subscribers and to show appreciation, right? So in order to get the gift card, you need to give her your email address. She will give you the code, whatever, so you can go use it on your own. So I guess I came up as the winner. Real me, came up as the winner. But as soon as I read her, watched the video, I left her a comment. No, thank you. I appreciate it. Give it to the next person. However, some troll, somebody who has nothing better to do, probably is going on YouTube all day looking for giveaways. Oh, Sally Mae over here won. Let me pretend to be Sally Mae. Oh, Billy Bob over here won. Let me pretend to be for Billy Bob. Oh, somebody named 40 Entrepreneur won. Let me pretend to be them. And they're snatching up people's winnings. And that's what happened. I'm so sorry that happened. Wow, we see that's messed up. They're gonna get what they are going to get what is coming to them. That's all I gotta say. they're gonna get what's coming to them. So that is so sad. That is so sad. You have trolls, Kenya. They are copying your channel and claiming the gift card. 5 hours later, you have someone that is copying your info. I got 10 messages. You need a code to your phone. Someone stole your info. Okay, I'm gonna check that out. I don't know what that means. I don't know how people get my information, but I'm gonna check that out. I'm gonna check that out. I'm definitely gonna check that out. Thank you for letting me know. I don't know how that stuff works, but that's gonna be at the top of my list when I get off of here. I don't know if they just copy my name. I don't know if they just copied my email or what, but that's messed up. That's messed up. Okay. Let's get back. Let's get back. I just read it, so I had to react at that moment. How do you copy it? How do you do that? People are very good at hacking, Kenya. It's been happening in a lot of places lately on YouTube. Mm. So sad, so sad, so sad. I mean, here we are, we're trying to celebrate something and give back to the community, give back to the platform. And then you have people that are either greedy or just I don't know what. That's really sad. All right, let me finish this screen share. Let me finish this screen share so I can get my spirit right, because somebody ain't right. I'm gonna get my spirit right though. This is the cover of my study guide, you guys. This is the cover of what I've been reading through or how I've been pacing myself. The author is Diane Storts. The title is A Woman's Guide to Reading the Bible in a Year, a life-changing journey into the heart of God. And maybe one day, whoever that troll was will make their way to this part of my Bible reading, to my part of my channel. Don't just copy my name. Don't just copy my information. Copy what I'm doing. Get your life right. Do something right in your life. Oh, wow, look at that. And here is you can buy the full version. No, I got the full version. What in the world? Oh, brother. What a day. Yeah, I bought this already. I bought this. Hold on, you guys. Give me a second. Monday. It's one of them days. It's telling me that I bought a sample. No, I bought the full book. Trust me, I bought the full book. But that was the cover of it. We are in week 19, as you can see, for that moment. What is it telling me about the full version? Whew, you know what? I need to look at some clouds and relax for a moment. So let's all look at some clouds for a little bit. I'm going to try to relog in because this is a new week, and every new week I like to show the chapter, not the chapter, the week that we're in. There's a paragraph that I read. There's a new set of checkpoints, and there's like a little intro. And so that you guys are not looking at my face of frustration, I am going to take a quick pause for the cause. I'm going to get some relaxing clouds coming your way, and I'm going to figure out why the book that I already paid for is only showing up as a sample. So give me 1 second and I'll be right back. And we're back. I have 2 Amazon accounts, and the Amazon account that I was logged into did not buy that book. That was the solution to that. The Amazon account that I was logged into did not buy that book, so I had to backtrack and remember, oh yeah, that's my main account. So yeah. Whew, Monday can be a struggle sometimes, can't it? Let me do this screen share before anything else goes wrong. But here's the thing. There's a saying, right? Isn't there a saying? You have either just gone through a storm, you're about to go through a storm, or you're going through a storm right now. I don't remember where I heard that from, but I do believe I heard it in church. Somewhere in church. You have either just gone through a storm, you are going through a storm, or you're about to go through a storm. And that is life. So, whether it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, y'all be ready, be prepared. Here we are. Today's theme is darkness and light. How appropriate. Today's theme is darkness and light. You know, one thing happened, then another thing happened, then another thing happened. That's chronological, in case you didn't know. The distressing events recounted there are presented out of order to emphasize the great spiritual decline the nation of Israel experienced during the era of the Judges. The book of Ruth tells a completely different kind of story from those years, however. Ruth, a young Moabite widow, chose to be a follower of the God of Israel. As a result of Ruth's faithfulness, God not only provided food and shelter for Ruth and her mother-in-law, but also a husband for Ruth. Boaz and Ruth had a son who became the grandfather of Israel's great King David. The themes of loyal love and redemption, so strong in Ruth's story, also illustrate the loyal love and the redemption plan of God Himself. The Apostle Paul wrote the letter of 1 Corinthians to the Christians in the Greek city of Corinth, notorious for its immorality. Paul's letter is a response to information he had received from leaders and others in the church there, which Paul had started on his second missionary journey. The young congregation needed to get back on track and deal with issues of disunity and sexual immorality. Turning the page here, and we've got the little breakdown of what will be read. So we're going to read Judges 17 through 19 today, Judges 20 through 21 tomorrow. By Wednesday, we will be reading Ruth, the entire book, because it's so short. Ruth 1 through 4. And by Thursday through the end of the week, we're going to read through 1 Corinthians. Look on the right-hand side of that yellow box. Once upon a time, I don't know what happened. Phew, excuse me. Once upon a time, I could make this box bigger, but I don't know how to do that now. So the checkpoint says there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 checkpoints for this week. War with Benjamin's tribe, 2 Moabite widows, a helpful relative, planting and watering, and running for a crown. Those are the checkpoints. So at some point, we are going to cover those items. War with Benjamin's tribe, 2 Moabite widows, a helpful relative, planting and watering, and running for a crowd. And it says here, there's a small quote at the end by Helen Keller. Unless we form the habit of going to the Bible in bright moments, as well as in trouble, we cannot fully respond to its consolation because we lack equilibrium between the light and the darkness. Wow, that is so profound. I'm going to read that again. This is from Helen Keller, and for people who don't know, Helen Keller is a historical figure from the United States, and she was not only blind, but she was deaf. She was blind and deaf, but she was able to live a full and satisfying life, a quality of life based off of her teacher who helped her to communicate even though she couldn't see and she couldn't hear. And I think she went on to be a speaker, and she went on to be an author. And this is what she's saying. unless we form the habit of going to the Bible in bright moments. That means everything's good, everything's calm, everything's copacetic. Let me take my time to read the Bible now. Don't take your time to read the Bible when you're grieving and when you're, going through hard times, and let that be your only time. Read the Bible when you're in a clear state of mind, an unclouded state of mind. Read the Bible, read the Bible when you have time, because when you need it, you're going to already have that in you. That's what it's saying. Unless we form the habit of going to the Bible in bright moments as well as in trouble, we cannot fully respond to its consolation. Don't you want to be consoled sometimes? Don't you want to be comforted sometimes? You're not going to be able to respond. You will not be able to respond because we lack that equilibrium between light and darkness. Light and darkness, light and darkness, light and darkness. Whoa. Gonna get a little deep here this week, looks like. Starting off with some funky stuff going on that the devil's probably trying to make me sad. But you know what? If somebody really needed it, I pray that it gives them whatever they're needing. I pray that everybody has what they need so that in desperate times they don't do desperate things. Let's see. So that's me and Kat talking. That's me and Kat talking. I'm here listening. Don't want to cause any more pain that I'm already in. Oh, wait. I'm trying to remember who got what. Did you get the issue with the teeth? Let me come back to the present. Or are you talking about physical pain, or are you talking about some other kind of pain? People are very good at hacking. It's been happening a lot. Glad you saw this. I'm away at camp. That's why I'm in a hurry. Saying hi. Oh, so I knew it wasn't you. Got a hold of Amazon this morning. Next time we'll have qualifications to make sure. Sorry, everyone. Bear with her. Smash a like. That is what I'm telling you. Please put a lock on the Amazon account and get a new password. Gotcha. Okay, well, so yeah, darkness and light. That's what we're talking about this week. Darkness and light. And we are in the book of Judges. We've got 2 days worth of reading. Today is 16, 17, and 18. Yeah, there's only like 2 pages left here. Oh, Ruth is really small. I like passed by it twice trying to get to my thing. Ruth is like 1.5 pages long. So let's read through the recap from yesterday. Yesterday was 13, 14, 15. Today is 16, 17, 18. The time is now 7:47. Woo, I better get started. Speaking of light, let's let some light in, shall we? Whew. People. People make me cry. People make me laugh. People make me shake my head. People make the world go round. All right. This is what happened yesterday, 13, 14, and 15. The birth of Samson. Ah, yes. Good old strong Samson. Y'all see me there? Yeah. Good old strong Samson. So Samson was born to parents who could not conceive children. The angel of the Lord came and said, "You will have a child. He will be dedicated from birth as a Nazarite." We went through the Bible dictionary at the last part of yesterday's reading to, get a little bit better understanding. What is a Nazarite exactly? Let's see. We talked about Nazarites, but we also talked about vows in general. Back in Numbers, different people took vows for a certain amount of time, usually 30, 60, or 90 days. But some children were dedicated at birth to be Nazarites, which means he was not allowed to cut his hair, he could not eat certain things, he could not drink certain things, he could not touch certain things. And this is the life of Samson. So he's born. let's see. In chapter 14, yeah, in chapter 14, he's apparently older. He sees somebody that he wants to take as his wife. The parents don't really agree. He goes through it anyway, but before that, he finds a lion going down on this path to the town. The lion jumps, attacks. The spirit of the Lord comes down. He is overwhelmed with his strength. His strength comes out and he tears the lion apart, breaks open the lion's jaws. Later on, like weeks later, whatever, months later, he comes back. Inside the decaying remains of this lion, a set of bees has laid a nest. And inside that nest, there's a honeycomb full of honey. He eats the honey. What else happens? He finds a wife. He sets up this riddle so that he can get some basically wedding gifts. He was trying to get wedding gifts and he set up this riddle that only he would know, having to do with that lion. Her people, those are her people that he put the riddle to, and they were supposed to solve it. They were also his groomsmen, and they kept pestering her. Hey, that's your honey. That's your, well, not literally honey. Talk about the honey. That's your boo. That's your boo. That's your husband to be. Tell him to give us the answer, or else we're gonna owe him. We are going to owe him more gifts than we can afford. We want to be the winners. See that? We want to be the winners of this prize. So please go tell your husband to give us the answer. She kept nagging him, and finally they guessed it. It was an impossible riddle. So he got so mad, he went to town and he was supposed to be giving them fine robes and linen clothing. He went to town and killed 30 people, took their clothes and said, there's your reward. And you, I don't want you anymore. Bye. And it was more like a temper tantrum because he went back to his parents' house. Then when he came back to his wife to be, they were like, oh yeah, we thought you didn't want her, so we gave her to somebody else. She's somebody else's wife right now. Samson got upset. Samson is furious. Samson takes these poor little foxes. Oh, the poor little foxes. Oh, the poor little foxes. Foxes are cute. Foxes are super cute. And they're clever. He takes these foxes, ties them together in pairs, sets them on fire. Poor little foxes. Oh my gosh. He sets these foxes on fire, sets them loose in the fields, and the Philistines' entire crops go down in flames. So now he has to go and take refuge in a cave. And now his people are like, hey, these people are asking for you. Why don't you come clean? He says, all right, tie me up, take me to them. And then on the way there to the Philistines to basically answer for his crimes, the Spirit of the Lord comes on him again. All this strength comes out of nowhere. He breaks out of those uh, ropes like it's flax. They said he broke out of the ropes like it's flax. That's what was going on in 14 and 15. And then there was that song about the jawbone of a donkey, killed 1,000 men. And yeah, that brings us back to the present. The jawbone of the donkey. Okay, so all those people that wanted to come at him for setting their fields on fire, he found a jawbone of a donkey and he killed 1,000 men with it. I'm telling you, the bloodshed, the bloodshed. All right, let me read what's going on with the chat, and then I will go on to chapter 16, which is today's reading. Let's see, this one, please put on the lock. I'll be leaving in 15 minutes, going back to the camp, have to show for supplies for the person working there. Thank you. I see darkness and light, wow, so violent. Yeah, nothing but darkness and light in this world. Nothing but darkness and light. If you open your eyes, you can see so much. Chapter 16. Samson carries away Gaza's gate. Gaza's gate. One day, Samson went to the Philistine town of Gaza and spent the night with a prostitute. If you had not thrown that temper tantrum, you could have had your wife. But even if you go back to that, if you had listened to your parents, you would have found a wife with your own people. But people do what they want to do, right? One day, Samson went to the Philistine town of Gaza and spent the night with a prostitute. Word soon spread that Samson was there. So the men of Gaza gathered together and waited all night at the town gates. They kept quiet during the night, saying to themselves, "When the light of morning comes, we will kill him." But Samson stayed in bed only until midnight. Then he got up, took hold of the doors of the town gate, including the two posts, and lifted them up, bars and all. He put them on his shoulders and carried them all the way to the top of the hill across from Hebron. So he kind of like took them off the hinges, is what he did. If you know how the old fashioned hinges work, these are the holes. These are the holes for the doors. And this is the gate, but this is the hinge, right? And so the hinge fits into the gate. He just lifted the whole thing up and carried it up on his shoulders. Let's see. Sometime later, and this is where Delilah comes in. We're in verse 4. Have a great day, everyone, with blessings. Okay. See you later. See you later. Thank you for checking in with me. Thank you for letting me know about that issue I need to take care of. Verse 4 is Samson and Delilah. Sometime later, Samson fell in love with a woman named Delilah who lived in the valley of Sorek. The rulers of the Philistines went to her and said, "Entice Samson to tell you what makes him so strong and how he can be overpowered and tied up securely. Then each of us will give you 1,100 pieces of silver." So the Philistine rulers, let me see, Samson replied, nope, let me go back. Verse 6. So Delilah said, "Samson, please tell me what makes you so strong and what it would take to tie you up securely." Samson replied, "If I were tied up with 7 new bowstrings that have not yet been dried, I would become as weak as anyone else." So the Philistines brought Delilah 7 new bowstrings, and she tied Samson up with them. She had hidden some men in one of the inner rooms of her house, and she cried out, "Samson, the Philistines have come to capture you." But Samson snapped the bowstrings as pieces of string snaps when it is burned by fire. So the secret of his strength was not discovered. Afterward, Delilah said to him, "You've been making fun of me and telling me lies. Now please tell me how you can be tied up securely." Samson replied, "If I were tied up with brand new ropes that had never been used, I would become as weak as anyone else." So Delilah took new ropes and tied him up with them. The men were hiding in the inner room as before, and again Delilah cried out, "Samson, the Philistines have come to capture you." But again Samson snapped the ropes from his arms as if they were thread. Then Delilah said, "You've been making fun of me and telling me lies. Now tell me how you can be tied up securely." Samson replied, "If you were to weave the 7 braids of my hair into the fabric of your loom and tighten it with the loom shuttle, I would become as weak as anyone else." So while he slept, Delilah wove the 7 braids of his hair into the fabric, and then she tightened it with the loom shuttle. Again she cried out, "Samson, the Philistines have come to capture you." But Samson woke up, pulled back the loom shuttle, and yanked his hair away from the loom and fabric. Then Delilah pouted, "How can you tell me I love you when you don't share your secrets with me? You've made fun of me 3 times now, and you still haven't told me what makes you so strong." She tormented him with her nagging day after day until he was sick to death of it. Finally, Samson shared his secret with her. "My hair has never been cut," he confessed, "for I was dedicated to God as a Nazarite from birth. If my head were shaved, my strength would leave me, and I would become as weak as anyone else." Delilah realized he had finally told her the truth, so she sent for the Philistine rulers. "Come back one more time," she said, "for he has finally told me his secret." Then the Philistine rulers returned with money in their hands. Delilah lulled Samson to sleep with his head in her lap. Then she called in a man to shave off the 7 locks of his hair. In this way she began to bring him down, and his strength left him. Then she cried out, "Samson, the Philistines have come to capture you." When he woke up, he thought, "I will do as before and shake myself free." But he didn't realize the Lord had left him. So the Philistines captured him and gouged out his eyes. They took him to Gaza, where he was bound with bronze chains and forced to grind grain in the prison. But before long, his hair began to grow back. Chapter chapter 16, verse 23. We're in verse 23 now. The Philistine rulers held a great festival, offering sacrifices and praising their god Dagon. They said, "Our God has given us victory over our enemy Samson." When the people saw him, they praised their God, saying, "Our God has delivered our enemy to us. The one who killed so many of us is now in our power." Half drunk by now, the people demanded, "Bring out Samson so he can amuse us." So he was brought from the prison to amuse them, and they had him stand between the pillars supporting the roof. Samson said to the young servant, who was leading him by the hand, "Place my hands against the pillars that hold up the temple. I want to rest up against them." Now the temple was completely filled with people. All the Philistine rulers were there, and there were about 3,000 men and women on the roof who were watching as Samson amused them. Then Samson prayed to the Lord, "Sovereign Lord, remember me again. O God, please strengthen me just one more time. With one blow, let me pay back the Philistines for the loss of my 2 eyes." Then Samson put his hands on the 2 center pillars that held up the temples. Pushing against them with both hands, he prayed, "Let me die with the Philistines." And the temple crashed down the Philistine rulers and all the people. So he killed more people when he died than he had during his entire lifetime. Later, his brothers and other relatives went down to get his body. They took him back home and buried him between Zorah and Eshtaol, where his father Manoah was buried. Samson had judged Israel for 20 years. The good die young, right? Even though they make mistakes, he still ended up being blessed by the Lord. Chapter 17 is talking about Micah's idols. Micah? I know Micah from the Bible, but I didn't know he had idols. Let's see. That's sad. He shouldn't have told her. Yeah, well, love, or so-called love, lust, love, whatever it is, makes people do strange things. And after all those times that she kept basically showing herself, she's showing what she would do. But he was blinded. He was blinded. Wow, blinded. Mm. He was blinded by love, and then he ended up being blinded by love. Wow. Yeah. Because what she was trying to do to him was right in his face. She kept playing around. But sometimes when people are playing and joking, they're not really playing and joking. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. No, she was serious the whole time. But that's what happens, right? Chapter 17, Micah. Sylvia Life in Holland says, "Greetings to you." Hello, Sylvia Life in Holland. How are you doing today? Everybody say hello to Sylvia. Hannah's even in the house. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Hannah. Good morning, Sylvia. You guys are right in strength in his hair. The Nazarite, he was tricked. He was tricked by love, lust, whatever that was supposed to be, and he was deceived by Delilah. So he's just killed the Philistines, and that was talking about his judgment of 20 years. Now we're on to Micah. Micah, chapter 17 of Judges. There was a man named Micah who lived in the hill country of Ephraim. One day he said to his mother, "I heard you place a curse on the person who stole 1,100 pieces of silver from you." "Well, I have the money. I was the one who took it." "The Lord bless you for admitting it," his mother replied. He returned the money to her, and she said, "I now dedicate these silver coins to the Lord, In honor of my son, I will have an image carved and an idol cast. So when he returned the money to his mother, she took 200 silver coins and gave them to a silversmith, who made them into an image and an idol, and these were placed in Micah's house. Micah set up a shrine for the idol, and he made a sacred ephod, that little over the head vest kind of thing. He made an ephod and some household items. Then he installed one of his sons. As his personal priest. Hey, boy, you come here. You're gonna be my priest, okay? Okay, Daddy. He installed one of his sons as his personal priest. In those days, Israel had no kings. All the people did whatever seemed right in their own eyes. One day, a young Levite who had been living in Bethlehem in Judah arrived at that area. He had left Bethlehem in search of another place to live, and as he traveled, he came to the hill country of Ephraim. He happened to stop at Micah's house as he was traveling through. "Where are you from?" Micah asked him. He replied, "I am a Levite from Bethlehem in Judah, and I am looking for a place to live." "Stay here with me," Micah said, "and you can be a father and a priest to me. I will give you 10 pieces of silver a year, plus a change of clothes and your food." The Levite agreed to this, and the young man became like one of Micah's sons. Hold on. "Stay here with me, and you can be a father and a priest to me. I will give you," this is so confusing. Micah is telling him, "Stay here with me, and you can be a father and a priest to me." So I'm assuming this guy is older, and you can be like a father figure to me. "I will give you 10 pieces of silver a year, plus a change of clothes and food." The Levite agreed to this, and and the young man became like one of Micah's sons. Are you my daddy? Are you my son? Anybody who has some insight into that, please let me know. I'm sure there's some type of explanation for the way that was worded. So, yes, the Levite agreed to this, and the young man became like one of Micah's sons. So Micah installed the Levite as his personal priest, and he lived in Micah's house. "I know the Lord will bless me now," Micah said, "because I have a Levite serving as my priest." Chapter 18. Let's see. Yep. Hi, Nicole. Somebody advanced to level 1. Somebody advanced to level 5. Woohoo! Chapter 18. Idolatry. Idolatry in the tribe of Dan. Now in those days Israel had no king, and the tribe of Dan was trying to find a place where they could settle, for they had not yet moved into the land assigned to them when the land was divided among the tribes of Israel. So the men of Dan chose from their clans 5 capable warriors from the towns of Zorah and Eshtaol to scout out the land for them to settle in. When these warriors arrived in the hill country of Ephraim, they came to Micah's house and spent the night there. While at Micah's house, they recognized the young Levite's accent, so they went over to him and asked, "Who brought you here, and what are you doing in this place? Why are you here?" He told them about his agreement with Micah and that he had been hired as Micah's priest. Then they said, "Ask God whether or not our journey will be successful." "Go in peace," the priest replied, "for the Lord is watching over your journey." So the 5 men went out onto the town of Laish, where they noticed the people living carefree lives. Like the Sidonians, they were peaceful and secure. The people were also wealthy because their land was fertile, and they lived a great distance from Sidon and had no allies nearby. When the men returned to Zorah and Eshtaol, their relatives asked them, "What did you find?" The men replied, "Come on, let's attack them. We've seen the land, and it is very good. What are you waiting for? Don't hesitate to go and take possession of it. When you get there, you will find the people living carefree lives. God has given us a spacious and fertile land, lacking in nothing." So 600 men from the tribe of Dan, armed with weapons of war, set out from Zorah and Eshtaol. They camped at a place west of Kiriath Jearim in Judah, which is called Mahane Dan to this day. They went on from there into the hill country of Ephraim and came to the house of Micah. Verse 14, the 5 men who had scouted out the land around Laish explained to the others, these buildings contain a sacred ephod, as well as some household idols, a carved image, and a cast idol. What do you think we should do? Then the 5 men turned off the road and went over to Micah's house, where the young Levite lived, and greeted him kindly. As the 600 armed warriors from the tribe of Dan stood at the entrance of the gate, the 5 scouts entered the shrine and removed the carved image, the sacred ephod, the household idols, and the cast idol. Meanwhile, the priest was standing at the gate with the 600 armed warriors. When the priest saw the men carrying all the sacred objects out of Micah's shrine, he said, "What are you doing?" "Be quiet and come with us," they said. "Be a father and priest to all of us. Isn't it better to be a priest for an entire tribe and clan of Israel than for the household of just one man?" The young priest was quite happy to go with them, so he took along the sacred ephod, the household idols, and the carved image. They turned and started on their way again, placing their children, livestock, and possessions in front of them. When the people from the tribe of Dan were quite a distance from Micah's house, the people who lived near Micah came chasing after them. They were shouting as they caught up with them. The men of Dan turned around and said to Micah, "What's the matter? Why have you called these men together and chased after us like this?" "What do you mean, what's the matter?" Micah replied. "You've taken away all the gods I've made and my priests, and I have nothing left." The men of Dan said, "Watch what you say. There are some short-tempered men around here who might get angry and kill you and your family." So the men of Dan continued on their way. When Micah saw that there were too many of them for him to attack, he turned around and went home. Verse 27, then with Micah's idols and his priests, the men of Dan came to the town of Laish, whose people were peaceful and secure. They attacked with swords and burned the town to the ground. There was no one to rescue the people, for they lived a great distance from Sidon and had no allies nearby. This happened in the valley near Beth Rehob. Then the people of the tribe of Dan rebuilt the town and lived there. They renamed the town Dan after their ancestor, Israel's son, but it had originally been called Laish. Then they set up the carved image, and they appointed Jonathan, son of Gershom, son of Moses, as their priest. This family continued as priests for the tribe of Dan until the exile. So Micah's carved image was worshipped by the tribe of Dan as long as the tabernacle of God remained at Shiloh. And that is it for today's reading. Tomorrow's reading is 19, 20, and 21, I believe. Yeah. And that will be the rest of Judges. Oh. And for those of you paying attention and reading and listening how the tribe of Dan is worshiping these carved images, yeah, we do remember the Lord said, "Don't place other images before me. Don't worship other gods," but yet they keep backsliding and slipping into some ways of the people. So checkpoint, let's see. I don't know. Let me see. Was there a checkpoint? War with Benjamin's tribe. I don't think so, not yet. Because the checkpoints are in order. War with Benjamin's tribe, and this is the tribe of Dan so far. Planting and watering, 2 Moabite widows, helpful relative. Yeah. I think I have a feeling the war with Benjamin's tribe will be tomorrow. Let me see. Yeah. It even says so. So chapter 19 is the Levite and his concubine. Chapter 20, Israel's war with Benjamin. It's going to be tomorrow. Chapter 21, Israel provides wives for Benjamin. So that first checkpoint will be tomorrow. Good reading. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, okay. I had fun reading with you. Yep. Thank you so much. I'm gonna do this in reverse order today. Shout out to Hannah. Shout out to Nicole. Shout out to Nightbot, who did a very good job tonight and didn't place people in timeout unnecessarily. Shout out to Sylvia, Life in Holland. Shout out to Katahdin Cooking Mama's Homestead. Shout out to Mermaid Stars. Shout out to The Wiz. Shout out to Laverne Dorsey. Shout out to Life of Key. Shout out to Eva Frazier. And yes, shout out to everybody listening to this on the replay. I hope there was a really good connection today. It looks like I'm starting to see some kind of buffering, but I'm pretty much done now, so that's that. Thank you guys. Hope you guys have a great Monday. It's only going to get better from here. I'm kind of in a mood. I'm kind of in a funk. And that was before that news of the whole troll gift card giveaway thing. But you know what? That's what it means to be human. Being a human being does not mean you're going to be happy all the time. It doesn't mean you're always going to have a smile on your face. It doesn't mean you're always going to have good feelings. You feel good, you feel bad. You're happy, you're sad. You're excited, you're disappointed. That is the spectrum of human emotions. There are so many more than that. You're angry, you're forgiving, you're tired, you're energized. So, yes, I hope that from this point on, the Monday gets better for me, for Miss Katahdin Cooking Mama's Homestead, for that person who basically tried to steal my blessing, but I'm still going to get mine, and for everybody else in the room. Oh, this is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice. I will rejoice and be glad in it. Lord, thank you for this new week, for this new opportunity. Thank you for the opportunity and freedom and ability to read my Bible in the comfort of my own home, safe and sound, without persecution. Thank you for the miracle of technology that I can read and fellowship with other people in other places and other spaces, and that we can all be connected through the Word wherever we're at, whatever time it is for us. Bless everyone in the live stream, those listening now, and those listening on the replay. For any prayer requests that people have, Lord, bless them as they, whatever their needs are. And I pray that not only that they are blessed through you, but that they are inspired and motivated to read their own Bibles in whatever way they can through a physical book or a download, and they can come to their own understanding of you and build their own relationship with you. That is my prayer today, Lord. Amen. Amen. Monday, 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 Monday. Monday is the main day. Monday, moon day. Monday, Monday. Yes. On that note, see you guys later.
Entrepreneur Drive 40, Entrepreneur Drive. Entrepreneur Drive 40, Entrepreneur Drive. Entrepreneur Drive 40, Entrepreneur Drive. Thanks for watching, share, like, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you at the next Bible reading party, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time.